It's making an impact. I'm your host, as always, the northeaster. The northeaster. I fucked that up. There's a storm outside my house, yo. I don't think it's a nor'easter.
That's a shame.
Yes, I wish it was inside my house, hanging out, partying, if you will, making bad decisions together, doing all of the dumbness.
Isn't that what parties are?
Well, I mean, not if you're a Mormon. Wait. I stand corrected. They have pop at their parties. Scandalous.
So many bad decisions.
Scandalous. Well, I believe Mormonism rejects all forms of mind-altering chemicals, including
yes,
including caffeine.
Yeah, I believe you are correct. Actually, I used to know someone that was a Mormon. Yeah, they don't do the caffeine.
I learned that from the hit movie SWAT, starring Colin Farrell.
I remember that movie.
No one else does. I remember the theme song. Da 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 da. Ha 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 ha. Remember when Colin Farrell was a thing and everyone wanted to have him in his movies? Remember they made an entire movie where they're like, Colin, do you want to do a lot of walking? Not really. What if we just put you in a phone booth for 90 minutes? Yeah, that'll work. And then they called it Phone Booth. And then they're like, who's this mysterious man who wants to kill Colin Farrell? It's Kiefer Sutherland.
So not Jeremy Renner that time?
Nope, not that time. Like, it was a total dead giveaway. Like, it's fucking Kiefer Sutherland. Like, his voice is pretty obvious. Yeah. Oh, and they even say, and Kiefer Sutherland at the start of the film, so you know it's Kiefer Sutherland. Like, hot damn. There was a good scene in that when he finally gives up. And he's like, fuck this noise. If you're going to kill me, I'm at least going out with a clear conscience. And he starts confessing to everything. Ugh. When he tells his wife that he's been fucking some other broad and how the other broad didn't know that he was married. Ugh. Oh, that was the thing. That was the thing that he did. And then Jeremy Renner tried to kill him in a completely different movie because he turned Jeremy Renner in for being a dirty cop.
Yeah.
And then he got punished for it. Oh,
yes.
Logic.
He wasn't even a dirty cop. He just got an innocent killed during a mission.
Oh yeah, because they breached without authorization, and Colin Farrell went in with him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, because he was trying to be a good partner.
But then Sam Jackson did his first little bit of recruiting before all the Avengers shit, and like, this guy, he's gonna be in my SWAT team.
Too bad he also recruited a turncoat double agent.
Yeah, well, what?
That's like the most 2000s movie ever. Everything has that bluish gray tint to it. Fucking Michelle Rodriguez is in it.
Being Michelle Rodriguez.
Right, and she's hooking up with Colin Farrell. That seems about right. Speaking of about right, let's talk about Impact Wrestling.
Let's talk.
Let's
converse.
They're having a solid build up to Slammiversary, I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Main event set. It's going to be Trey, Tessa, Elgin, Shamrock, and Eddie.
Shamrock.
Not Shamrock?
Ace Austin.
Oh, I'm no longer as hyped, but whatever. Besides Shamrock, you know what that's fivesome's missing?
What's that?
A ladder. You know what else that fivesome's missing?
A timeout box?
Yes, a penalty box. I tweeted it at Ross Foreman. I'm like, motherfucker, you missing 5 words in that title pictures post for Slammiversary that you posted. And them 5 words are King of the Mountain. King of the Mount match. That's the 5th word.
Yes. No, I would have given it to you if you counted mountain as 2 words.
Well, I was going that direction. I was like, wait, what's the fucking 5th word? And then I remembered match. So that would have been a thing that I would have really loved to have seen.
Yes.
Could still happen. Mm-hmm. You know, all it would take is D'Amore doing a shot from his office going, we're now making this a King of the Mountain match on the last episode before Slammiversary. It wouldn't be hard.
Yes.
You already
and
have
just
the 5.
Yeah, you do. And please keep having Scott D'Amore come out and actually make decisions.
Yes, I like that. Especially decisions about him like, all right, you know what, Ace? I'm going to give you the balls for pointing this out that no one else did. I am not the skinniest man in the match.
That was good. That was real good.
He spoiled the lead, I think is what he said. Fucking Christ. So we open up the show straight away with a Slammiversary style main event. Sami Callihan, Mike Elgin, Kenny Shamrock. I want thoughts.
You want thoughts?
I want thoughts. I want opinions. I want all the good stuff.
What about feelings and emotions?
I said the good stuff.
Oh, okay. So I'll leave those out.
Yes, because we're men. We don't have emotions.
No.
So did I tell you I got a new computer like 5 months ago?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I got it at the end of December, start of January. And the reason
for a new job?
Yes, for a new job, but also because it done died. It did the big die. And the one thing that I've been noticing is before I couldn't move anywhere because the battery on it was just toast.
Yeah.
It's no longer an issue. I forgot to get something from my room. Just sauntered on over there. Got it. Now I'm going back into my office. And you're none the wiser.
Hot damn.
I could probably even take a piss while doing the show. As long as I mute myself, because I ain't fucking stupid.
Yeah, and wash your damn hands.
Well, I always do that. No, I don't. Maybe I do. You don't know. Marcus sent me a video. I don't know if it's real. I pray to God it's not real. Because the humiliation would, I don't believe in suicide, but I might kill myself then. So they're doing like this conference call, right? And there's like 8 people on the call.
Yeah.
Dude thinks he turns off his camera and mutes himself, and he walks out, and everyone's like, "Hey, you know, so and so, your computer's still active." Oh, he comes back with some lotion on a sock. You know where this is going. It is an uncomfortable video.
Yeah.
I
Also,
hope to God it's not real.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the sock makes me think it's not, because the sock is like the thing you always hear about in TV and movies and stuff. Is like, oh, he used a sock. He's like, but who actually uses a sock, and why?
Who throws a shoe? I don't know. Maybe cleanup. I don't know.
I mean, I just feel like that. I feel like the sock doesn't make sense. I don't know how the sock got started.
I mean, fair points all around to you, good sir. I'm still sticking to the cleanup idea.
I mean, it's possible. It keep it contained. I understand. I get it.
So, speaking of keeping it contained, Ken Shamrock would not be denied as he went end over and actually just dove.
Yeah.
I was building it up more than it needed to be. He's 56 and he jumped over the fucking top rope. Man is fucking crazy. And honest to God, I don't know if his steroids have like an extra level to them or if he's, you know, doing DDP yoga, but this was his best match to date. Not just because it was a triple threat either. I really felt like Shamrock was moving around better.
I thought he did too. I completely agree.
You know, except for his punches, which looked like he was a goddamn rock'em sock'em robot.
Yeah.
So Mike Tyson wants to come back to boxing. I would straight up try to pit him against Ken Shamrock if Shamrock was interested. Apparently, Tyson turned down $18 million to fight Wanderlei Silva. Technically, it's Vanderlei, but it's a W. Fuck off. Fucking Portuguese language fucks with you. I think, is Portuguese the #1 language in Brazil? I don't want to be offensive here.
I believe so.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because everything around it is Spanish, but Brazil's Portuguese.
Just because of the nonsense. Good job, Portugal.
Yep.
You had one fucking job. Stay in Europe. You fucks.
Well, I mean, they did get the biggest one.
Right. They got the biggest of the Pokemon. So, Elgin gets the win. I think, what was it with an Elgin bomb on Shamrock?
Yes.
Shamrock almost had the win on 2 different occasions. It was a really exciting match. I was super into it. My lone gripe was a lot of the in-between stuff between this and the main event. I don't know if it's now because I'm so geeked for Slammiversary that I'm just like looking for anything that might be, regards to a hint or an illusion, or not illusion, but alluding to the big names coming in. That I'm like, with some of these segments, but I mean, there's still some good ones, but Elgin, Shamrock, and Callahan, fucking tore it up.
They did. The one gripe the one lone gripe I have is that this feels like a match you could have saved for Slammiversary, which they probably will have the same match again. But again, we didn't need to do it this early.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I don't think it's going to involve Shamrock.
Okay. Just Sammy and Elgin?
Yeah, which would make sense, why Elgin didn't pin Callahan or vice versa, because they're saving that up for the main event of the evening. Ooh. Not really the main event, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I got you.
I think the way they might be going, because they put... Well, I don't know if they're going to do that, but because they put Ace and Trey into the main event for the Impact World title... My only thought would be they would do a rematch with Shamrock and Moose for the TNA World title.
Ooh.
We got that at Bound for Glory, and it was actually all right. It was what it was. It wasn't supposed to be, Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk circa 2012.
Right.
But I think you could have a good 8-9 minute match out of that. My only question is, would they actually, do that with a sanctioned match? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's an ethical quandary about that. The other question that I have is, what's Moose eventually going to do with that belt? Because I feel like you've done something now and it needs an eventual payoff,
Yes. Absolutely.
He's already hinting to a new strap for the belt. He posted on Twitter the night after Slammiversary. This is like 2 weeks ago, I think, or a week ago. He posted a photo of a white strap with the date that's immediately following Slammiversary, which would be the first TV taping post-Slam. I don't know. Things are happening. Things are popping. I've said to you, and I'll say this again. I feel like if you're going to sign 8 new talents... 7, I guess, without Spud. So, like Rusev, Mike, and Maria, that's 3. Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, Eric Young, EC3. Am I forgetting anyone?
No, that's 7.
If you sign 7 new talents, plus, I'm not even kidding, the 15 women on your roster, and they're building up to a fucking tag team.
They are.
They have to. At this point, it makes no sense not to.
Yeah, if they're not, then what was the point of the segment with Tasha Steelz, Kara Hogan, Havoc, and Nevaeh? Definitely a tag team situation brewing here.
Well, and you got Rosemary and Taya.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tag team combo, and Kylie Ray and Susie.
That's true.
You already have a 4-team tournament ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you could easily get another 4 teams if you wanted to go deep. That's how deep this division is. There's a plethora. Would you say I have a plethora? Si el guapo, I would say you have a plethora. Do you know what a plethora means? El guapo, I am not as smart as you. But I think you're taking your anger out on me when you're actually mad at somebody else. Name the movie.
You say it all the time, and Three Musketeers?
Close. Three Amigos.
Three Amigos.
Martin Short,
There we go.
Chevy Chase, and Steve Martin. I'm going to watch that tonight, I think.
You know what? You do that.
I will. Thank you for giving me permission.
You're welcome.
So, I think with all that, with the 15 plus women or around about, potentially 7 new signees, and God knew, possibly 8 with Heath Slater, because we'll get to that here in a second. You need a second show.
You do. You really do.
Like, it's just not sustainable. Now, here's my theory. They have that Impact in 60 that airs after Impact Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
My thought process is that they might be kind of holding a slot for potentially a third hour, or kind of just waiting to do, because I think the show might be a crew, like backstage crew, that they're prepping for a second show. Get familiar with the product, get familiar with the camera angles, get familiar with how you present it, and then when you have the talent, launch the second show at the end of the summer, heading into Bound for Glory. That would be my thought, because you'd have, I don't know, when everyone's back on the roster, probably close to 65 contracted wrestlers.
Yeah.
And considering, there's only 4 or 5 matches a week, we'll say 2 segments for every match, so. What's that? We'll say 5 matches to 15 total
segments.
15 total segments over, between interviews, backstage segments, and matches. You're probably using 20, 25 people, so you're, having half your roster sit home right now every episode. But then when you add another, 12, 13 people, that's, you're using, 3/5 of your roster every week. So, one, that's a good thing because it means that you won't overexpose anyone. But it's also a bad thing because you're also, kind of wasting an opportunity. They're not wasting money because unlike WCW, these aren't guaranteed. So they do have downside guarantees, but they're not like saddled into paying, Hulk Hogan money if they're not using them. Because that gives you, the reason why Hogan was in 12 segments every show back in 2010 was because he made so much money that they wanted to get the value for him. They thought, his money and his ability to hopefully draw a rating in every segment was strong, which obviously it wasn't. And they ended up wasting a lot of money on that signing. But, if they don't use Wentz, they got to pay him, for the sake of argument, $500 a month anyway. But they don't need to pay his appearance fee unless they use him, unless they fly him in. So, there's not a real need necessarily to get everyone on the show at the same time, unlike past years. But I don't know what they're going to do with all that talent, if they do sign all that talent. And, EC3 posted a video Friday, I think, on Twitter, where he played the Impact Slammiversary preview. And, played his theme song over it, and then pretty much said he's going to bury the past or some dumb, stupid Star Wars gimmicky line that he dropped. So it's really hinting like either he's using this as free publicity, or he's hinting at returning to Impact, which I think they could desperately use him.
Yes.
He is a legitimate main eventer.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the WWE fucked that signing up so hard. So fucking hard.
So hard.
So Gia Miller's backstage. Jordan Grace is there, and she's like, "Hey, what's up? I don't know why I'm sounding like Christopher Walken, but hey, there you go." She stated that she'll know everything is back to normal when she drives Taya's head straight through the mat. I think that's illegal. I think that's attempted murder.
Yeah.
That's not cool. Don't do that. The Rascals are then backstage trying to figure out who attacked Trey, and then North roll in to be the antagonistical dicks that they are. And they're like, we think it's Wentz. Oh, Wentz totally did it. Oh, Wentz, he definitely did it. And Wentz is like, I would never do that. And Dez is like, you sound like you kind of did it, man. And everyone's like looking at Wentz. He's like, I think you may have done it. Even once, it's like, yeah, I think I did it.
Trey, I might have done it, man.
Trey, I definitely didn't do it, but I probably did. Obviously, Wentz didn't do it. They are steering too hard into that skid for me to believe that that's the direction they're going, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's the Hitchcock fake out. Whatever. It's probably Dez or Trey's mom. Trey's mom's got it going on. The lead singer of that band passed away from the COVID.
Really?
Yes.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Was it Stacey's mom? I feel like it was Stacey's mom.
Yeah, it was tasty.
Fountains Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So backstage, it's good to see the North back. Like me, the North. The North are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like the North. We then go. Come on. Well, I want you. There we go. I was trying to hit the arrow buttons and it wasn't working. I had to re-click on this screen. Tasha Steelz with Kiera Hogan defeated Susie. Susie just kept saying that's bad, and Tasha Steelz like, bitch, roll up. Like a fucking Pokemon trainer. Tasha Steelz, you should roll up. Actually, she used the Oak-Her cutter. I'm not going to hit that. I'm not.
The tongue roll?
Not going to do it.
Nah.
No, I'm not. She took it from Cardi B. I'm good.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, I'm good. She hit the cutter for the win. Yeah.
There you go. Yay!
Susie needs friends. There was no Smiley Kylie to run for distraction.
No, Susie had no friends today.
No friends. I'll be your friend. So they posted did you see the end, like the very end, like the post-credit scene, which they're doing now, which is the thing?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see the Michael Elgin post-episode thing?
No.
Well, it was at the end of the episode. In the Impact review, they put it right after the Susie loss.
I see that. I was wondering what that was.
We'll come back to that. That's out of place. Kind of like how last week Tessa was at the show even when she wasn't.
Ha!
We'll never let that go. Ace Austin is backstage with Gia Miller. He believes he'll be crowned the new world champion tonight. Moose comes up and says that's adorable. Ace is like, please don't hurt me. Hernandez walks up with his little whistle. He's all like, I'll fight you next week. Moose is like, so be it. Do it. It's going to be for the TNA World Championship, apparently.
Hey, man. Hernandez acknowledges it. We're getting there.
I'm telling you, they might launch a second show called TNA.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that kind of nonsense would look like, but I'd be all for it. Especially they brought back the TNA World Tag Team titles. Those were pretty. I like those. We then see Deonna Purrazzo rolling up in a Mercedes? They rented
something like that.
They rented a very expensive car for one shot.
Good for them.
At least they can do that because like 4 years ago, Dixie couldn't even hold a show without borrowing money from Billy Corgan, let alone rent a $1,500 rental. Yikes. We then get Kiera Hogan backstage with Tasha Steelz. She runs into Havoc and Nevia, whatever. I've heard it both ways. I actually have. That's not a Spencer joke. I've heard it both ways. No, you haven't, Sean. I should have watched that show again. I wish I had season 3. I like the Mummy episode.
Yeah.
Mummy episode's tight. So Havoc and Nevia, they're like, "Hey, you're scared of us," and they're like, "No, we're not." And they're like, "You literally just said you're scared of us. You called us scary." And they're like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And they're like, "You literally just called us scary." And she's like, "No, we didn't." They're like, "How about we just fucking fight next week or this week?" And they're like, Tasha just wrestled, and I'm like, super attractive. Navia's like, that doesn't make any sense. Next week. So next week. I find our abridged versions might be more entertaining at times.
I feel like it is. I definitely the whole Kira's like she just wrestled. I'm super attractive, and I don't see what that's the Havoc just chimes in. No, she's got a point.
She is very pretty.
Definitely pulling a Kronk there.
Squeak, 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 McSqueakity, squeaking. I think the guy who did that, wasn't that Yako Warner who did the voice of the squirrel?
Now we need to know.
Look it up.
Need to know.
I need answers.
Emperor's New Groove. Such an underrated movie.
It's so good. It's one of only 2 Disney films I'll actually rep to.
Bucky was voiced by Bob Bergen, so not Wacko.
No, he not Wacko. I said Yakko. Still not the guy though. No. I think Bob Bergen did a lot of the Looney Tunes voices.
Yeah. Yep. He was in Space Jam as Marvin the Martian, among others.
I think he's been doing new Looney Tunes stuff too.
Ooh.
I think. Best part of that whole movie was when they were like, we can be Looney Tunes too. And Bug's like, I don't think you're loony enough. And then like they cut to them and they're all like dressed up as the Looney Tunes and smashing each other over the head with mallets. That was fucking fantastic. Good for them. Good for the boys. Rohit Raju has a great little segment backstage. He comes up and he's like, what the fuck? Round's like, I didn't do nothing. Rohit's like, you fucking gored me. Round's like, doesn't sound like me.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Was I even here last week? I know I wasn't. I was in a different state of mind. And Rohit's like, well, you shouldn't be attacking me. You should be fucking wanting to be my tag team partner because I'm so goddamn good. And Rhino goes, I already have a tag team partner. And Rhino looks at the camera and goes, full ham. Full fucking honey baked ham. And he goes, and he's got kids. He made a Heath Slater joke. Now, I don't know
what that was.
Yep, because when Rhino and Heath Slater were a tag team on SmackDown, Heath Slater's
got kids.
He's got kids.
He's got like 15 kids and a pool in the back of his trailer or some bullshit like that.
You know what would be great? I don't know if they would actually do this, but let's be honest, Jake Diener ain't working.
No.
What about Heath Diener?
Ooh.
Or Slater Diener?
I can dig.
Or Diener Heath. He's of the American Dieners, so it's inverse. Which makes no sense, which is why it works.
Exactly.
You know, I just talked myself into them hiring Heath Slater, so.
You did. Congratulations.
I am all for more Dieners. But Rohit does attempt to get Rhino to be his tag team partner. Rhino's like, nah, I'm good. He tries to attack the Rhino, and Rhino's like, that's dumb. Why are you dumb? Why are you the big dumb? And Rohit's like, it's written in my script. I don't know if I want to see a tag team match with Rohit and Rhino at Slammiversary. I don't know. I don't want to see it though.
Yep.
You know, if they do still have. What's that?
I wouldn't necessarily be against it.
If they still have the Desi Hit Squad, like the Gama, Raj, and Mahabali under contract, I would be down with like Rhino, Heath Slater, and a third against the Desi Hit Squad. I'd be for that. That could be entertaining, especially with Rohit's emergence. We then go to the X Division Championship match. No, it's not a match. It's just a tag team match. It's Willie Mack and Cousin Jake taking on Chris Bay and Johnny Swinger. Johnny Swinger, that young upstart. So I've gotten back into lifting weights. Nothing crazy. I got a few dumbbells. I do calisthenics with them. You know, it's just how it is. And I was doing my my squats, not my squats, my lunges yesterday while watching Impact. And I swear to God, I damn near broke my toe because when Madison Rayne called Johnny Swinger a young upstart, I damn near laughed so hard I dropped the goddamn weight on my foot. Almost. I didn't, but I almost did. I was like, that's good shit. So I'm very much a fan of that. I like Johnny Swinger. Chris Bay is he's still an anomaly to me. I'm still kind of figuring out who he is, what he's about, other than just being the sly heel. You know, because you change the skin tone and you give him a half haircut and he's Ace Austin.
Right.
You know, so like I don't know what Bay brings as a character that others don't. Can I also just say that they're pushing Ace Austin in the main event way too soon? Same with Trey.
Right. It's amazing that Ace Austin actually lost character.
Right?
Typically you have guys like Chris Bay who come in who have a moniker but don't really have any real fleshed out character or gimmick to them.
The Wildcat, Chris Harris.
And then eventually they get one. But Ace went the opposite direction somehow.
I think Ace still has a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I am 100% not for him being in the main event. Same thing with Trey, although Trey's a much better wrestler, I think, than Ace.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just a personal opinion. So Willie Mack is great, though. I like Willie.
Yes.
Willie and Bay are obviously heading to a match at Slammiversary for the X Division title. Swinger, definitely, caused a lot of hell in this match.
Mm-hmm.
But Willie was able to connect with a stunner on Swinger and got the win.
Bam.
Post-match, though, it got ugly. It got bowling shoe ugly. I don't know why they say that. That's no way to
talk about Cousin Jake.
What's that?
That's no way to talk about Cousin Jake.
Oh. I don't know why bowling shoe ugly is a term. I think bowling shoes are actually quite nice looking. They got a stripe. Yeah. They slide. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You could do worse, like Crocs.
Yes, Crocs are definitely worse.
I'm just saying, perspective. They're beating down the good guys, and then, Cody Deaner shows up, and I swear to God, I was so geeked for don't, because I'm sitting there going, Cody's here. If the North are here, Cody's here. Cody drove, he probably hung onto the bottom of the North's car heading into the board. Let's be honest here. Cody's coming. So I knew Cody was coming, right? I knew it. And then I saw him I don't know why I'm so excited for this Canadian redneck, but I'm so into him. I think it's the same reason why I rep Falaba so hard. They're genuine characters. They have this uniqueness that is almost throwback in nature.
They do.
And I love that because same with Johnny Swinger. These guys are rarities these days. And that's why I'm all for it. By the by, can Madison Rayne go back to wrestling and change her name to, what was it, Jenny Hotbody or something like that? Remember her, what was that, Impact Wrestling Territory thing that they did at the end of the year?
Oh, yeah, that one. That's right.
Jazzy Hotbody, I think is what it was. I don't know. The 80s jazzercise gimmick, I think, works for her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I also think side ponies are fucking hot as hell. I don't know. I'm still a hetero male, man. What can I tell you? By the by, Madison Rayne is killing it on commentary.
Yeah, she's bringing it up.
Now all we gotta do is get Matt Stryker off that reality show where he's trying to knock some chick up and bring him over to do the commentary with Madison. Although I will say this, the tongue-in-cheek banter with her and Josh is phenomenal.
It is.
It's the stuff where he has to call the action that's not.
No, unfortunately, that's the main part of his job.
Yeah, well, actually, the main part of his job is to be a producer for the show, but second main part
of his on-air job.
Yes. The crux of his responsibilities of an on-air personality is to call the damn action. He's not bad by any means. He certainly has gotten better from his WWE days, but I feel like there's obviously better talents available for him. To be doing that job, Matt Striker being one of them. Although, there is a segment of wrestler fans who do not like the Striker.
And I don't understand why.
Right? He makes it almost picturesque when he talks, when he breaks something down. It's almost like you're listening to a baseball game. Because in baseball, there's a lot of substance and subtext to what is being spoken about usually, especially with a really good announcer. They can paint a picture that is so prophetic that you get lost in the almost old-timey, lore of it. And Stryker's able to pull that, ad nauseum, especially with his time in Lucha Underground. And I'd love to see more of that in Impact, but they seem pretty content with Josh Matthews, so what are you going to do?
Yeah. There was literally one part of the tag team match with Swinger, Bay, Mac, and
Cousin
Jake, where Josh commented on how many bandanas Swinger's wearing, and Mason's just like, why do you care, and why does this have anything to do with the action? And he's just like, I can't argue with this. You have a fair point. Yeah, no shit.
That's solid.
That's solid.
That's solid. So we go backstage. I didn't hear everything in this promo because it was not as loud as the rest of the show, and I was, as mentioned, working out when I was watching it. Rosemary is she was talking with Johnny Bravo, and Taya shows up, and Taya's lambasting Johnny Bravo, but Rosemary stands up for him, and Rosemary says something to Taya, and it excites Taya, and Taya drags her away. I don't know what she said to her at that point because it was kind of like a lot softer.
Yeah, she said that she something to the effect that that she's finally going to give Taya what she wants and go to the ring with her.
Okay. Fair enough. So, I love that Rosemary standing up for Johnny Bravo. I find that adorable. Plus, Rosemary, she's looking fit.
She is. She's looking real good.
She's looking real good. I understand why why the Brav man is so into the demon. Although, she's not going to sacrifice him on the first date.
Slut.
Slut.
That was the best line.
You're not going to sacrifice me, are you? On the first date? Slut.
That was so good.
Honest to God, I say it almost every week. I go, I'm going to stop saying that. She's the best promo they got.
She is.
And
so good.
I don't know, so Rosemary's number one of the bullet regardless. You could have EC3, The Rock, and Eli Drake on brand. Rosemary's the best promo. At least today. Because Rock's cool, but he hits the same 5 notes.
Yeah. The part of the thing that's cool about The Rock is also part of the thing kind of a hindrance for The Rock is that he has to throw the catchphrase in there.
It's like going to Chipotle or Taco Bell. Yeah. Maybe they're not the greatest things in the world, but man, if you're hungry, Chipotle, fucking $6, you get a burrito that lasts you until Sunday. You eat it on a Tuesday. It's basically all processed, whatever. They say everything's homegrown from within the state, whatever.
Bullshit.
Right? I don't necessarily buy it. You're literally owned by McDonald's. You'll say anything. Fuck you. but like it's good and we like it. You know, it's good stuff. And I feel like that's Rock. Like, you know, Rock's Chipotle. Who doesn't like The Rock? Who doesn't like affordable food? But then Rosemary is like that one place around the corner that no one really knows about, but you still go to because like they have the bombest of wings, and like they're only like $4.99 for like 20, and you're like, I'm so gonna die of a heart attack from this, but I don't care. That's Rosemary essentially.
Essentially, yeah.
She'll kill you. She'll straight up
Just not on the
murder
first date.
you. Just not on the first date because she's no slut. But Johnny Bravo is slut.
Clearly.
My my other point that I was going to make was I think the second best promo might be Madison Rayne because of how persistently she's entertaining on commentary. But my segue was I don't know if that's because there's a lack of great promos all around at the moment. Like Ethan Page is pretty good. You know, Ethan Page is pretty good. But like the Rascals are funny in their clubhouse, but like outside of it, they're over. Like they try too hard, and it works in the in the context of the clubhouse because that's the whole gimmick.
Right.
But like with Trey getting knocked out and Wentz screaming, "He's my brother!" Like really? Like dude, like at best he has a mild concussion. You can calm the fuck down, Braveheart. You know, and Ethan's really, really good. Like, no slight to Ethan, but who's a good promo in Impact? Like, I feel like they lost all their good promo guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Elgin's all right, but, like, you don't want... Man, like, every time I see him get a promo, I'm like, God, like, keep this to 90 seconds.
Yeah, because Elgin will also hit the... Elgin will hit the same notes over again.
Elgin is best in pre-taped segments. Granted, everything's pre-taped at the moment, and always is because they're a taped show. But like when they have time to do reshoots, because you're not going to do reshoots in the ring unless you're WWE apparently. But like if you're, doing like a backstage promo where you can like add things to it, like that video vignette that they did a few weeks ago, like that's real strong. But in the ring, he's not. Like, Eddie's okay on the promo. Ace is okay. Moose is good. I would say Moose is good, but I wouldn't say, like, if this was, like, 4 years ago, when you had Bennett, Eli, Ethan, Spud, Pope, Moose wouldn't be in the top 10.
Yeah.
And I mean today's Moose, that 5 years ago, wouldn't be in the top 10. So I feel like he's as a promo guy, this is going to go over a lot of heads. He's the basketball version of Ricky Davis. No one got that reference.
Nope.
Ricky Davis was the quote unquote star of the Cavaliers before they drafted LeBron James. Ricky Davis, averaged 20 points a game. He's like, had a big ego, compared to the rest of the talent on the team, really talented. Then LeBron shows up and Davis's points dropped to like 13. All of a sudden he's not so impressive and he doesn't, gel well. That's Moose. Like Moose among this crop of guys looks really good as a promo guy. But, against stronger candidates, it would not be as definitive. Crazy Steve is a great character, but I don't know if I would want to sit and listen to a 5-minute promo for him.
No. I mean, there was a reason why Rosemary was a promo piece of that. Abyss had some too, but it was mostly Rosemary.
Yeah, you're right. But who else is on the roster that you would say is a great promo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not many.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this right now.
Oh man.
Stars and knockouts. All right. Tessa's not a great promo.
No, she's not.
I would say Willie Mack is in the Crazy Steve category. He's very entertaining, very exciting, but I don't want to listen to him for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Ace Austin's not a good promo. I can't really say AC Romero is. Or isn't, because I haven't really heard much of him.
Yeah, me either.
Bay is I've seen a lot of Bay's matches, but I haven't heard a lot of his promos, so I'm not going to critique him at the moment.
I still feel like they may have put him with Swinger because Swinger can talk.
You may not be wrong. Cancel culture. I would say Joey Ryan's actually a pretty solid promo, especially with his current gimmick. I'm very enthralled with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I
they
would
finally gave them a good segment this week.
Yeah, Rob Van Dam had fucking curls in his hair.
He did.
What the fuck was that about? So I would say Joey Ryan is probably in the top echelon. I would put him like in the Moose category. Very good for what he's doing. I would say Cody Deaner is electricity whenever he shows up on television. I know maybe most people won't agree with me on that one, but I would say he's right there with Madison Rayne in terms of creativity and uniqueness and the ability to hold my attention. Crazy Steve already mentioned Daga. He's Mexican Davey Richards. That gives you all you need to know about his promo skills. Dave Christ is... I don't think I've ever actually heard a Dave Christ promo. He's been very funny in vignettes and backstage segments, especially with Pentagon.
Right.
I gotta find that fucking video. That was great. We already mentioned the Rascals and Eddie. Boz, very entertaining, but I don't know if I would want to sit and listen to a promo from him for 10 minutes.
No.
Same with Jake Christ. Hey, they updated Jake Christ's photo. He's doing the cancel culture hashtag.
They did. And he's now Jacob Christ.
Ah, look at that. He is. They saw Father James Mitchell, R.I.P. He's not really dead, but, Johnny Bravo, I would put in that, that mid-tier category. Very entertaining as a character, but maybe not a great promo. I'm not even going to mention Josh Alexander. He knows he's not very entertaining as a talker.
Yes. That's why Ethan Page is there.
Yes. Johnny Swinger, I would put probably in the top 5, maybe.
Yep.
Because I could listen to that motherfucker all day. Sawyer and Larry D, no. Raj Singh's all right. Reno Scum's very exciting, but they're not given a lot to work with, and that's a shame.
Is Conan still here?
Yeah, I think he's a producer at times.
Oh, okay.
Rhino's solid. Rob Van Dam's solid. Swan's solid. Sammy Callihan's really damn good. Rohit's solid, although I think Rohit could really showcase more if he's given the opportunity. Mahabali, Shera's not great, but he tries. That's adorable. Dreamer, I'd say top 7, especially when he gets like sappy. He's really good with the sappy. TJP's all right. Already mentioned them. So let's move on to the women. Alicia's not great.
No, she's not.
It's a great thing she's married to Eddie because she's the female version of Eddie.
Yeah. The picture of her they have up, it makes her look very small.
She's like 4'11". She is small.
That's true. You're not wrong.
I tower over her. I don't tower over anyone. Me and Vern Troyer were in a height off, and I lost. That's not true. I'm 5'6". But the point stands. Havoc's not very good. Katie Forbes is the what's her equivalent? She's entertaining enough, but she's not someone I want to listen to talk.
Right.
Like she does her shtick, and her shtick works, but don't give her a promo. Jordan Grace is solid enough. Very much. I would put her in the Rhino tier, which is also very much who she's modeled after as a female wrestler. She's very much what Rhino was in his heyday. So that kind of works out well. Kira Hogan's coming into her own. She's definitely become more comfortable, but I feel like she still has to find that hook. But I think she's definitely on that B tier. Kylie Ray is definitely a great character, but I don't know if I would want to listen to an entire promo. So like the shticks work. Like when she does like her stuff with Susie, like that works. But give her a mic and have her cut a 10-minute promo to hype me up for a pay-per-view match. I don't know if she can bring it. Melissa Santos is still listed on the roster. Technically, she's still part of the company. She does all the Impact Twitch stuff, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Madison Rain's very good. We sing her praises all the time. Rosemary's the best promo in wrestling. Fight me. Susie's another one. Same with Su Yung. Character-wise, she's very entertaining. I don't know if I want to hear her talk about that's not nice or that's nice for 10 minutes. You know, it's all about, execution.
Yeah, Su Yung, I mean, as far as I remember, Su Yung has never actually spoken.
I think she has, but it's not like sentences. I think. I could be wrong. You might be right. I don't know. It's all upheaval. Tasha Steelz is still kind of showing off her skills on a mic. What her mic skills worth could be. She definitely has some flair to her. That was obvious with her stuff with Navia, whatever, and Havoc. But again, I don't know if that's character work or if that's genuine promo work, because a promo is a vastly different thing than character work.
Right.
Mick Foley does character work. Dude Love, Mankind, Cactus Jack, Mick Foley. But he can cut a fucking great promo.
Oh, yeah.
Ric Flair character can cut a great fucking promo. Sting character can cut a great fucking promo. Warrior, great character, can't cut a fucking promo to save his life. So, but Warrior's the extreme to that end.
Yes.
IRS, great character, terrible promo. Goldberg, great character. I don't want to listen to a Goldberg promo for 10 minutes. And I love Goldberg.
Yeah. I mean, all you need is the next, and that's it.
His best promo ever was in 2003 when he debuted after WrestleMania. He walked up and he says, Rock, you want to know who's next? You're next. And then he spears him. Greatest promo ever. That's all that needed to be said. So, you can be a great character and not be a great promo. I don't know if that's the case for Tasha Steelz. She's too new. We need to see a lot more of her. Taya is the best of both worlds. Great character, great promo. Definitely, I would say in the top 6.
Yeah.
Tenelle Dashwood, great character work, but I don't know if her promo skills have ever gotten any better.
I don't know. I don't even know if I would give her character work.
Well, I know what you mean, but let me emphasize, her character work is fantastic. Her character isn't.
Fair.
She's doing the character work that they're asking her to do. It's just not very good character. We saw what she did in NXT and in WWE her first run with that dumb fucking whatever that thing was she did with her arms.
The bubble dance or whatever the fuck.
Right? That was super dumb, but it was super over. So she clearly knows how to get dumb things over. That and that NXT crowd would buy a rotten cheeseburger if you said it was a match of the year candidate.
Yeah, they would.
Yep. Fucking cheap. So, if I'm going to do a list, I would say top 5 promo guys in Impact. Rosemary. Number 1 with a bullet. I would say Ethan, because he does have such a great gravitas to him.
He does.
He can go from silly to serious and very seamless. Madison, I would say, is 3. 4, I would say, is Cody Deaner. And 5, I would probably say, is Taya. I like Taya segments. They generally hold my attention. And I don't know if that's a strong indication of the brand, because I didn't name one main eventer, one headliner. That's not good.
No, that's not good at all.
I would say Sammy is 6th, but Sammy also is kind of one of those. He works best in an ensemble at times.
Yeah.
That's kind of my feeling. He works really well off of people.
Yeah.
But he always has the same promo.
Yeah, all of those vignettes with OVE were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as you were saying, get him in the ring with the mic, and he does say the same thing pretty much every time.
And he says it in the same cadence too. It's always the same growl. But I would say he's probably the 6th best promo in the company. To be fair. And that's not counting, Scott D'Amore or Don Callis or, Jimmy Jacobs or anyone else. You know, there's a litany of guys. But like, there was a time when they had Sting, EC3, Eli Drake, fucking. There's more. I just can't remember them. Like in 2009, Kurt Angle, Booker T.
Kurt Angle was there. Yeah.
Booker T was a great promo. In my home country of Africa. What? Book, how high are you? Nash was always a great promo. Shelly, he was great. Apparently, Shelly's a free agent.
Really?
Oh, that's what he says. Maybe we up that debuting party to 8, 9.
Ooh.
Because Saban's working with the company as a producer, and he's only working as a producer because he's healing from knee surgery.
Ooh, bring back the guns.
That would be fucking tastic, especially under the TNA banner. Ooh, ooh, Hong Kong, Hong Kong, Hong Kong, Hong Kong. Mr. Ventura. Oh, what a movie. What a fucking movie. I love that the voice of the dad from the Proud Family. Remember that show on Disney?
Yep.
The little girl was the daughter from Dr. Dolittle, I think.
Yes, I believe that's correct.
The guy who did the voice of Papa Proud, I guess, which is apparently based off Magic Johnson's life. Or no, Magic Johnson was the stand-in character. I think they called him like Mr. Big or something like that. He had all like the movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the Proud Family in fucking forever, but like that was supposed to be Magic Johnson. It was like the in character, Mr. Big or whatever his name was. Just a little fun fact. But the dude who played the voice of the dad in Proud Family was the crazy little dude in Ace vs. Terror 2 who kicked the shit out of him.
That's awesome.
Right? Oh God.
I also love that he gets his ass kicked by that guy and then turns around and beats the shit out of Croc.
Right.
Like, I don't get it.
Best part of that movie is when they when he throws the 2 spears into his legs and he just starts screaming at the spears that are in his leg.
So good. I also love towards the beginning when he goes into the Batcave at night and he hears something squeak and he like throws the medallion. He's like, well, as long as I have my torch, and he throws that.
Forgot about that scene. 2 might be better than 1. I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
One was definitely the better story, but two was funny. 2 was funny as hell.
I don't know. I love 2's story. 2's story is great. He's got to resolve a. It's fucking Romeo and Juliet, only in Africa. He's got to resolve the feud. It's actually an episode of X-Men the Animated Series. Do you remember the episode where Gambit goes back to Louisiana because the thieves and the Assassins Guild have to give a mysterious lady creature a tithing?
Vaguely.
It's not good. But that's basically what this fucking movie was. He had to protect the white bat because it was part of a ceremony to end the war between the tribes. It's a fucking great story.
That's true.
Plus the fucking slinky. Oh, God.
Gets to the last step.
Oh, come on. Gotta do it again.
Of course. How selfish of me. Let's do all the things that you want to
do. What was the movie I said I was going to watch tonight?
Three Amigos?
Oh, God, that's right. I do want to watch Three Amigos, but now I also want to watch Ace Ventura 2. It's a bind. I am in a bind. Speaking of bind, Scott Demore shows up and he's like, I'm in a bind. How serendipitous. He's like, Tessa's not here, blah, blah, blah. Then Ace Austin comes out. Then Elgin comes out. Then Eddie shows up and he's like, hey, Sup, Biggie? How you doing? Different Biggie.
Yep.
Although, certain little cosmetic change and they could pass for one another.
Yeah, it's true.
Then he's like, what's up, Biggie? And Biggie's like, God damn it. And Eddie's like, yeah, bitch, I'm the one who beat you. And Elgin's like, that didn't count. And Eddie's like, bullshit, it didn't. Don't make me get my fucking kendo stick. I hide it in my beard. And then Demore's like, you three fuckers are going to go in a 5-way against Tessa for the title. And I think Ace is like, 1, you're fat. And Demore's like, yeah, no. And then Ace is like, 2, I only count 4. And then Trey comes out and kicks the ass of Trey. Not Trey, yeah. Ace. And then Elgin and Eddie start fighting. And then all of a sudden, Eddie jumps on Ace while Elgin beats the shit out of Trey. And I'm just kind of like, I guess the faces aren't friends?
Yeah, dick move, Eddie. Dick move.
Right? I don't know. Maybe you help the guy who could definitely use some of your assistance. I'm just saying. Yeah. We then go on to Jacob Christ defeating Crazy Steve. Jacob Christ is now adorning long sleeves to cover up his tattoos, although not completely because you can still see them. And awful. I don't even know what the fuck those pants were.
What are these pants?
It looked like the golf pants of the 80s did cocaine, jumped into a tie-dye machine, and came out looking like hot garbage.
Yes.
Not
and
great.
Definitely under black light too.
Yeah, you don't want to see under black light. not with what's her face there, Katie Forbes. This is a weird fucking group. You got Katie Forbes, who's all about the sex appeal, but she's covering up her sex appeal by putting Rob Van Dam's yin yang symbols. Now, granted, Rob Van Dam didn't invent the yin yang symbol. I'm not naive. I know that, but Rob Van Dam definitely embraces the yin yang symbol. And if Rob Van Dam was a member of the WMAC, the World Martial Arts Council, he would definitely have his insignia be the yin yang. Although there's already the yin yang man, so fuck off. I know too much about that fucking show. But she's got him over her nips, and Rob Van Dam has his hair tied up for some reason. And Joey Ryan looks like, he looks like a librarian who just got out of jail for diddling a 12-year-old. I'm not saying he did. I'm saying aesthetically, that's what he looks like. So this is a weird-looking fucking group is what I'm saying.
It really is, and again, like I will never stop saying it until they actually do something with it. I still don't know why the hell Rob Van Dam is in this group,
right?
Because he doesn't do he has no part of this whatsoever except that he's with Katie Forbes.
Right? Like what a weird turn of events. Usually it's the chick that accompanies the dude in the stable.
Yeah,
I would honestly say that Rob Van Dam's accompanying Katie Forbes in the stable.
He absolutely is, because he's not doing. He hasn't. There, like none of the cancel culture stuff applies to him, and they've never tried to make it apply to him. He's just there in a Rob Van Dam t-shirt, just there.
Rob Van Dam t-shirt with curls in his hair for some reason.
Yes,
technically braids. I should be more accurate. I'm sorry. Crazy Steve comes down. He's got a monkey.
He's got the monkey.
We rep the monkey. He's got the monkey. He's got the monkey. And something. He's so generous. So generous. Fuck that song. Only I could erase it from my brain. Fuck you, 7th grade choir, you cunts. Making me learn all those goddamn Disney songs. Pretty sure we had to pay Madcap just to do that concert. Fucking Christ. So the monkey couldn't help Crazy Steve. Crazy Steve loses to Jake's big ol' kicks to the face. Yeah. I am 100% down with Jacob Christ's finisher being just a bunch of kicks to the face, because guess what? A kick to the face is going to do a lot more damage than a power bomb on a spring.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm throwing it.
I am on board with it. I'm even on board with it if it. I'm even somewhat more on board with it if it's not his finisher.
Yeah.
Because how great would that be if we got an ending to a match with a clean pinfall without a finisher? It's amazing.
We need more of that.
Never happens.
You know, have
Really
have
do.
Stone Cold win a match with the Lou Thesz press, or have the Rock beat people with the People's Elbow. Then again, you know, I don't know, like, what would his finisher be? Would it be the People's Elbow, or would it be the Rock Bottom? They were both essentially useless.
Yeah, I mean, I always figured it was the Rock Bottom.
Well, he's pinned people after spine busters and People's Elbow, though.
Yes, he has. That's true.
The best People's Elbow, it's not even a debate, was the time in '99 when he was facing with the Bulldog, and he hit the spine buster, and then he slid across the ring.
So good.
Oh, so good.
It was SmackDown, and he was the guest rep against with Triple H and British Bulldog, and he was also on commentary.
Oh, it's fucking great.
That match had the best Rock Bottom, the best People's Elbow, and the best It Doesn't Matter.
That's right. 1, 2, it doesn't matter. The Rock counts to 3.
So good.
Bulldog's so pissed off, like, oh, you cunt.
Rock completely buried both Bulldog and Triple H. It was fantastic.
When you can bury both muscle bound dudes like that in one fell swoop, that's masterclass of burying. That's
so good.
That's nearly Undertaker burying someone in a buried alive match levels of burying. Main event time. Rosemary takes on Jordynne Grace takes on Taya Valkyrie. There we go.
There we go.
I could speak.
You got it.
It was all right. You know, it was good.
Yeah, I mean, it was very similar to their previous matches.
Yeah, it wasn't better than the opener. And part of the problem is Fight Network posted a teaser for this week after last week's show. And it showed Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace in the ring. And they're like, Deonna Purrazzo is in Impact. What's going to happen? And Jordynne Grace's hair's all fucked up, and she's clutching the belt like she's celebrating with it. You know, like how someone like holds the belt up, and then someone comes close, and then you hold it like Schmeagol.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, great. They telegraphed the ending. Jordynne retains.
God.
Thanks for that one, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
The only highlight of not having fans, there's no one there to spoil it. So don't fucking spoil it. Like, hot damn. Like why y'all gotta be bitches? Jordynne.
Why?
Yes.
No, you're good.
What were we gonna say?
I just said why you gotta do that.
Yeah, well, why? Jordynne wins with a fucking sleeper hold.
Yeah.
I'm for it. She got biceps like biceps. Might as well use them.
I mean, and the sleeper hold is a legitimate hold that will knock somebody out.
Yep. For me, I would always go with the Kaja Hajime, the Taz mission. Not because it's effective. I just love when someone goes, the Kaja Hajime. It's peak. So Purrazzo arrives after being absent most of the show, and she's like, hey, Jordynne, what's that? Jordan's like, I ain't going to fall for that. And then Deanna's like, no, seriously, what's that? And Jordan's like, I'm not going to fall for that. And then Deanna's like, well, what's that? Jordan's like, I'm not going to fall for that. And then Deanna kicks her in the crotch, and Jordan's like, did you really think that was going to work? And apparently Zach needs to hit his microphone a few times. You good?
I was muting it so I apologize.
Well, you didn't mute it well enough. Moot it. I like to moot it. I like to moot it. Muda! So she kicks Jordynne in the crotch, and you're like, that didn't work. And Deanna's like, yeah, I should probably just do this. That pokes her in the eyes. And then Jordynne's like, you poked me in the eyes, and she falls. I don't think any of that actually happened.
No, it didn't, but it could have.
Deanna basically just levels her with a shot, and Jordynne's like, oh, no, I didn't expect this whatsoever. And Deanna's like, yeah, I know you didn't.
It wasn't even that. She got her with a pretty deep arm.
Oh yeah, that's right. She did the twisty arm bar.
Yeah. She got it real good.
Yeah, Jordynne's like, My Deus Ex Machina. I cannot escape this. I just love that. Like, you're welcome.
I don't know why, but I thought it was really funny.
I don't know why I thought it was so weird, but like the way Jordan like was holding her arm and rolled out of the ring, it was like, all right, she's selling it, but she's also not. It was so weird because like you would imagine like if your arm was in that much pain, you know, you would drop to the ground and go, "Ah!" But she kind of just rolls to the floor and stands up, and she's like, all right, you bitch, you got one. Everyone gets one. But that was it. Like that was it, and you're all like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I dug it honestly. That was a great way to debut Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah, Purrazzo as a heel makes sense.
Yeah.
Speaking of heels, we go to the ending of the episode. Episode ends, and then all of a sudden we see Mike Elgin on the screen in front of some weird green shit.
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck that was. It was like some kind of like weird like bubbly shit. Clearly they're in like some kind of like high-end resort restaurant thing. And he's on the phone. And he's like, yes, sir. Yes, I completely understand. You know us. Us Canadians stick together. Ducks fly together. And when the roosters are crowing and the cows are staring in the pasture, ducks fly together? Never let people from Texas play hockey. They'll just fuck it up. So, who is Elgin talking to? I literally didn't remember this last night when we were talking about it, but Eric Young's from Canada.
Ooh.
Could be Eric Young. I suggested on Twitter, could it be a certain hitman? Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Brat! Listen, if some little kid is going to scream my name in a dark hallway, I'm not giving him my fucking sunglasses. One, because I'm not wearing a fucking pair of sunglasses in the goddamn dark hallway. And two, I'm going to fucking big boot the little bitch.
Yeah.
Why is a fucking 12-year-old stalking me in the hallway? Fucking, you're going to shank me. Fucking 12-year-old selling wolf tickets. Speaking of wolf tickets, did you watch that video of Mortal Kombat yet?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, you cunt. Why must you perpetually...
Ribs!
Spare ribs! Fuck! I have a joke for you. Why must you disappoint me so often? I ask myself that question every time I do the show with you, Zach. I just love that he headbangs the fucking board. And his friend's just losing his shit.
So good.
It's the best. Come here, doggo. I need your serotonin. Dog walks away. No! Come back! I'm depressed now! That dude would make so much money if he just did a YouTube channel dedicated to this Scully Boy stuff.
Oh, he would. He absolutely would.
He doesn't want to, though. I don't know why. I think he's a giant pedantic pussy. I like alliteration. So who do you think Elgin's talking to? Is it the enigmatic electric Eric Young? Or the bombastic, bodacious Bret Hart? Again, I like me some alliteration. Dollars for donuts, it's probably Eric Young.
Probably. It does. It definitely seems weird that Elgin would be talking to Eric Young like in that tone. Like Eric Young is the boss. but it's possible.
Well, let's name some Canadians. Taya Valkyrie.
Uh huh.
Vampiro. You. I have my
No.
doubts. I have my doubts.
I am not Canadian.
Show me your birth certificate.
No.
See, you proved it. Canadian. Fucking hell. Petey Williams in the North. Scott D'Amore, but Scott D'Amore said on Twitter it wasn't him. Don Callis. Possibly Don Callis.
Possibly.
Possibly. Hulk Hogan. Sorry,
Is
not
he
Hulk
Canadian?
Hogan. No, God no. No, it was going to be a bit. I meant the Canadian Hulk Hogan, Cody Deaner.
Ah.
Only Cody Deaner's not racist. In fact, Cody Deaner's biggest fans are usually old women, like in their 90s. Cody Deaner appeals to a certain group of people, apparently. Old Canadian women. So I don't know. Like, it's an interesting question. Eric Young makes sense, because he is a recent release. So does Don Callis. It's not Petey Williams because I think they had an interaction and I don't think it went well for Petey.
No.
So like, I don't know. But if this is a reformation of Team Canada, count me in.
It definitely could be. I mean, if it's Eric that he's talking to, then I feel like that's the most logical next step.
Eric Young, Elgin in the North.
Yeah.
I'd be for it.
I could see it.
Oh, it's Rohit Raju. He's Canadian.
Yeah.
I think he is. Maybe he's from Detroit. The reason why I think Rohit's Canadian, and he might not be, is because he trained at the BCW, which is the Border Championship Wrestling School, and he wrestles a lot for them. But so does Jake Something, or cousin Jake, I should say. But Jake Something's from Detroit, so I don't know if Rohit's from Detroit or from Toronto. See the perplexion?
I understand.
The action perplexion? So, with all that said, though, do you have any final comments that you want to dispense on John Q. Public?
Yeah, I mean, I was honestly a little disappointed. I was kind of hoping that either Moose would be put into this King of the Mountain match, because come on, it's got to be a King of the Mountain match. It's fucking Slammiversary.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 5-way match. I was kind of hoping he put into it, or he would be the one defending the belt at Slammiversary. But,
well,
Moose
might still be defending the belt. We don't know.
Right.
We don't know that he's not. California.
Well, I guess I should say he would be the one replacing Tessa as defending the world title.
Ah, okay. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
I'm currently just searching at any late second headlines. Those are words that don't make sense together. Late second? What?
I'll allow it.
Let's see. Anything else? I don't think so. I think we're good.
Yeah.
California. Dustin Rhodes is opening up his own school.
Ooh.
It's going to be called One Warrior Nation. That's an Ultimate Warrior joke that apparently you did not get.
I mean, I've definitely heard of Warrior Nation. I was like, wait a minute. Where's he going with this? But yes, thank you for reminding me that was Ultimate Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior. All righty, compadres. We are done. Good to go. We are over and out ski. Be sure to check out the website, realnerdcorp.com. I need to work on the mid-year report cards. So many fucking wrestlers to cover. Goddamn. I'm going to have to figure out a goddamn methodology to do this year because there's like 400 names I need to do an evaluation on. I might just do A through C, and then anyone who's not there. No, I have to do A. I don't know. I don't know. What is it? Super Bowl Saturday? Super Slam Saturday? I don't know. Greatest Lex Luger promo ever. So tune in for that. That'll be sometime this week. I gotta do the MLB draft tonight. They're on pick 40, pick 37. My bad. They might be done. I don't know. At least for tonight. So I gotta write that up eventually. But the stuff with the mid-year report card should be up on the website probably within the week. RealNerdCorp.com, RealNerdCorp.com. We're also on Podbean at RealNerdCorp.podbean.com, RealNerdCorp.podbean.com. Or you can download the Podbean app and search for us on the app at Real Nerd Corp. Or you can go to Spotify or iTunes and search NerdCorp, NerdCorp, and take us on the go with you. We're also on Twitter at NerdCorp and on Instagram at Real NerdCorp, RealNerdCorp. Our woman crush for this week is Hana Hatay. She played Molly O'Brien on Deep Space Nine. She was like 12 on that show. She's 31 now, and she's so pretty. I'm hoping she's single and likes Italian men because, you know, that's going to be a thing that I'm going to try to make happen. I'm going to try to will it. You know, isn't that what Tony Robbins always says? You got to will it into existence. Well, I'm going to try, Tony. I'm going to fucking try. Let's see. We also got rest of the week was Jordan Grace because she won last night. So, duh.
Yeah.
Thackeray, you can be found on your personals at... Hang on. I can remember.
You got it. I believe in you.
Don't. It's a fool's errand. Fuck. Hang on. I can do this. The pressure. Radiance 2020. I got it.
There you go.
I kept wanting to say Diamond 2020. I was like, that's not right.
No.
RADIANCE 2020. That's RADIANCE 2020 on both DeviantArt and the Instagrams. I'm going to be sending Zach a script tonight for him to look over tomorrow for our next set of comics, which have been 9 months in the making. My bad. You can find me on my personals at Chad NerdCorp, ChadNerdCorp, and on Instagram at Chad's Photo at Chadsphotohut. That's all we got. So, Zach, unless you got anything else you want to add.
Nope, I'm good.
Then we're done for the night. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for giving us a chance. We've given you all of these socials. Follow us, enjoy us, and we'll see you next Wednesday for another edition of Making an Impact. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night. Twitch.tv/Comic and GameCorp. As Zachary, myself, and Marcus review the next arc of the Why the Last Man series. Marcus and I will also be talking about episode 4 of Stargirl. Zach has conveniently decided not to watch the show because he's a scaredy cat.
I just watched the first episode, and it was good.
Well, tell us more about it tomorrow, not tonight.
Okay.
That's what the show's for.
Oh, that's what that show's for?
That's what the show's for. Twitch.tv/Comic and GameCorp. But you don't pronounce the P.
No.
So we'll see y'all tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Until then, Zachary, take us home.
Good night, Jordan Grace.